Minasan, konnichiwa, Yuuka desu. Hi everyone, this is Yuuka. In today's video, we will discuss new grammar patterns introduced in Lesson 33 of the Minna no Nihongo textbook. Without further ado, let's get started. Here are the grammar points that we will discuss today. First, imperative and prohibitive forms. Second, uses of the imperative and prohibitive forms. Third, to yomimas and to KAITE ARIMASU. Fourth, X wa Y to IIMI desu. Fifth, subject plus plain form to ITTE IMASHITA. And lastly, subject plus plain form to TSUTAETE ITADAKEMASENKA. First topic is imperative and prohibitive forms. The imperative and prohibitive forms are used when giving commands, orders, or advising a person to do or not to do something. There are different ways and different levels of politeness in giving commands. For now, we will focus on the plain imperative and prohibitive forms. The plain imperative and prohibitive forms are the least polite and are often used in traffic signs and informal conversations. But before we get into each uses, let's learn how to conjugate verbs into command forms. For U verbs, change the final U sound to E to get the imperative form. For example, iu becomes iye. To get the prohibitive form, simply add na to the dictionary form. This rule basically applies to all types of verbs. For example, iu becomes iuna. For ru verbs, change ru to ro. For example, miru becomes miro. And the prohibitive form is miruna. For irregular verbs, kuru becomes koi and suru becomes shiro. And the prohibitive forms are kuruna and suruna. Note that the verb kureru or to give is included in this group as it conjugates differently to kure. To summarize, verbs in plain imperative forms end in e and ro for u and ru verbs respectively. For irregular verbs, we just need to memorize their imperative forms. And the plain prohibitive form ends with na. Note, non-volitional verbs such as wakaru, dekiru, aru do not have imperative forms. Now, let's see how these verbs are used, which brings us to our next topic. Uses of the imperative and prohibitive forms. The plain imperative and prohibitive forms are the informal and rude command forms. And so it is important to know the specific situations wherein one can only use these expressions. First, used by a man senior in status or age to someone who is his junior, or used by a parent to a child. Example: Hayaku nero. Hayaku nero. Go to bed immediately. Okureru na. Okureru na. Don't be late. Naku na. Naku na. Don't cry. Second, used among male friends. The particle yo is often attached at the end of the sentence to soften the tone. Ashita uchi e koi. Ashita uchi e koi. Come to my house tomorrow. Amari nomu na. Amari nomu na. Don't drink too much. Third, used by men senior in age and status to a group of people in places like factories or during a fire, earthquake, or other emergency when there is no time to be polite. Nigero. Nigero. Run. Erebeta o tsukau na. Erebeta o tsukau na. Don't use the elevator. Fourth, used when giving commands in group trainings, physical education classes, club sports activities, and so on. Kike. Kike. Listen. Yasumu na. Yasumu na. Don't slack. Fifth, used when cheering during sports event. These forms can also be used by women in such cases. Ganbare. Ganbare. Come on. Makeru na. Makeru na. Don't lose. And lastly, used in road signs and slogans when brevity and impact are required. Tomare. Tomare. Stop. Chui kakarin igai hairu na. Chui kakarin igai hairu na. Caution, do not enter except for authorized staff. The pattern stem form plus nasai is another form of imperative that can be used by a parent to a child or by a teacher to a student. Women also use this form as it sounds softer. However, it cannot be used to someone of superior status. Next topic is to yomimasu and to kaite arimasu. The particle to is used to mark a quotation or sound. A sentence with this pattern means quoting how it is read or pronounced, or quoting what is written. Let's take a look at some examples. それは何と読みますか? それは何と読みますか? How do you read that? 自動販売機と読みます。自動販売機と読みます。It is read 自動販売機。This is often the case when you come across a kanji that you don't know and it does not have furigana. The first thing you would normally check is how it is read, and so you can type it in your electronic dictionary to get for the meaning. Tachi-iri kinshi to yomimasu. Tachi-iri kinshi to yomimasu. It is read tachi-iri kinshi. To kaite arimasu. The verb kaite arimasu implies has been written by someone. Remember the grammar te arimasu from lesson 30? Which is why this verb is used in the pattern to kaite arimasu rather than kakimasu. Example: その幕には何と書いてありますか? その幕には何と書いてありますか? What is written on that sign? 記念と書いてあります。記念と書いてあります。It says no smoking. 出口と書いてあります。出口と書いてあります。It says exit. Next topic is X は Y という意味です。This pattern expresses X means Y, or as for X, it means Y. The particle to is used when quoting the meaning of X. To ask for the meaning of X, we say X はどういう意味ですか? Or what does X mean? Example: あれはどういう意味ですか? あれはどういう意味ですか? What does that mean? ゆっくり行けという意味です。ゆっくり行けという意味です。It means go slowly. 車を止めるなという意味です。車を止めるなという意味です。 It means don't park the car. 予約は何という意味ですか？予約は何という意味ですか？ What does the word 予約 mean? リザベーションという意味です。リザベーションという意味です。It means reservation. Next topic, subject plus plain form と言っていました。と言っていました is used when indirectly quoting a third person's words to a listener. In English, we say he said, she said, or Mr. Miller said. A direct quotation uses the exact words of the person and is placed inside quotation marks like this. Mr. Yamada said, I'm taking the day off tomorrow. And an indirect quotation will look like this. Mr. Yamada said he would take the day off tomorrow. When translated into Japanese, an indirect quotation always uses quoted phrase in plain form. So the quotation 明日は土曜日です becomes 明日は土曜日だ。More examples. 先生は何と言っていましたか？先生は何と言っていましたか？ What did the teacher say? 漢字の試験は来週の火曜日だと言っていました。漢字の試験は来週の火曜日だと言っていました。Teacher said that the kanji test is next Tuesday. 佐々木さんは東京はきれいだと言っていました。佐々木さんは東京はきれいだと言っていました。Mr. Sasaki said that Tokyo is beautiful. 田中さんはミーティングに出席できないと言っていました。田中さんはミーティングに出席できないと言っていました。Mr. Tanaka said he could not attend the meeting. A similar pattern was introduced in Lesson 21, and that is the pattern と言いました。Maybe you are wondering how this pattern is different from と言っていました。と言いました from the verb 言う to say is often used by the speaker. Whereas と言っていました a combination of the verbs 言う to say and いる to be implies that the action has been performed by someone else. That said, how come the example used in Book 1, Lesson 21 was? Notice that the subject used is a third person. It is because this form usually appears in writing. Conversations in books are often written in this style. However, when in a conversation with someone, we quote a third person's words with to itte imashita. The pattern verb teiru also denotes continuous action or repeated action. A sentence with to itte imashita can also mean was saying, had been saying, and used to say, and as such can also be used by the speaker. And the last topic is subject plus plain form to TSUTAETE ITADAKEMASENKA. The verb tsutaeru means to convey a message, and verb in te form itadakemasenka from lesson 26 is used to politely ask someone to do something. Together, this grammar pattern is the polite form of asking someone to convey a message for us. The basic structure is subject plus plain form to plus TSUTAETE ITADAKEMASENKA, where the subject is the person whom we want our message to be sent to, marked by ni, and the message written in plain form marked by to. Then we add the pattern TSUTAETE ITADAKEMASENKA. So if we want to say, could you please give my best regards to your mother? We say, お母さんによろしくと伝えていただけませんか? 田中さんに5時に駅で待っていると伝えていただけませんか? 田中さんに5時に駅で待っていると伝えていただけませんか? Could you please tell Mr. Tanaka that I will wait at the station at 5 o'clock? 先生に今日は野球の練習に行かないと伝えていただけませんか? 先生に今日は野球の練習に行かないと伝えていただけませんか? Could you please tell my teacher that I can't go to baseball practice today? 部長にホテルを予約したと伝えていただけませんか? 部長にホテルを予約したと伝えていただけませんか? Could you please tell the director that I have booked a hotel? 鈴木課長に明日は都合が悪いと伝えていただけませんか? 鈴木課長に明日は都合が悪いと伝えていただけませんか? Could you please tell Manager Suzuki that tomorrow is not convenient? 彼に会議は2時からだと伝えていただけませんか? 彼に会議は2時からだと伝えていただけませんか? Could you please tell him that the meeting will start at 2 o'clock? And that concludes our lesson for today. See you in the next one.